channel. Before we get started, yes, I'm wearing the same pajamas that were in yesterday's video, but I decided while my bread was chilling, I would do another recipe. So today we will be doing brown butter chocolate chip cookies. Now, if you've had a normal chocolate chip cookie and you're quite obsessed with it, wait until you try these. The brown butter brings out like a richer, nutty flavor in the butter, and I mean, they're just like so good. So, let's get started. For this recipe, we will need regular granulated sugar, flour, brown sugar, eggs, baking soda, chocolate chips, salt, butter, and vanilla. So, first step, we're going to head over to the stove to brown our butter. In my pan right here, I went ahead and put about a cup of butter, and I'm just going to melt it over medium high heat. I have it at an 8 right now. And I put a little bit more butter in there because I want to measure it out at the end and make sure that I have 3/4 cup of butter. So we'll let this melt, and then once we get to the browning stage, I'll come back. While the butter is melting, I'll go ahead and put all of our sugar, baking soda, salt, and vanilla into the bowl. So we'll start with 1 cup brown sugar, packed. 1/3 cup granulated sugar, also this is my kind of recipe because if it calls for more brown sugar than anything else, I'm here for that. We'll do 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and my other teaspoon thingy is dirty, so we're just using a regular spoon. And for right now, we'll do a teaspoon of salt and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And now we'll go check on our butter. Right now our butter is kind of doing a slow melt, which is what we want because you don't want to burn your butter, A, because it's expensive, and B, because that's not a good time. So all of these little speckles that you see right now that are white, we want those to kind of turn to a rich caramely brown color. We can go ahead and preheat our oven to 350 degrees. Our butter is still melting right now, and I just want to incorporate these ingredients together. And I have my KitchenAid mixer with my paddle attachment. And I'll just give them a quick little mix, maybe 30 seconds or so. And we'll take a peek at our butter. We're doing well. Another little fun step I'm going to do, I'm going to blend up my chocolate chips so that they're in smaller pieces. You can chop them up, but I'm lazy and I'll just throw them in the NutriBullet. Magic Bullet. Just throw it in there. My butter is still sizzling behind me. Give it a quick stir. And then I want about 1.5 cups of chocolate chips. Sometimes I think 2 cups of chocolate chips is too many, but if you're like a super duper chocolate lover, do 3 cups. I mean, do what you want. Perfect. Awesome. So, I would say some of that's like powder, but most of them are in little pieces. And that's that. Now, this next step you can skip, but it's something I like to do. Words of encouragement. You're doing great, sweetie. You are beautiful. I love you. Make today great. You can see here that my butter has started to turn this beautiful golden brown color, and that is exactly what we want. So I'm going to pour it in this clear jar so that you can see a little bit better the color. And remember, we only need 3/4 cup. Oh, look at all that goodness at the bottom. You see that? You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do a cup because I want all of those delicious little bits in there. Awesome. You can see them at the bottom there. Perfect. This is exactly what we want for the rest of our cookie making. Now the recipe I was following said to wait for the butter to cool. I don't have time for that because I want these now. So we're going to turn our mixer on medium and slowly pour our butter in. And then we can turn it up a little higher. The smells that are coming off like this bowl right here are amazing. So I'm just gonna let this whip for a couple minutes to cool down. That way our eggs don't bake once we put them in. So the bowl is just a tiny bit warm, which means we're probably okay to go ahead and put the eggs in. So what we want from here is 1 egg yolk and 1 full egg. So we'll crack the egg first while my mixer's still running. If you feel more confident about your eggshell getting in, not getting in there, then just turn your mixer off, no big deal. So we'll do 1 full egg. And now 1 egg yolk. Awesome. We'll turn that up and let it whip some more, probably for about 1 minute. These cookies so far are looking and smelling amazing. And our final 2 ingredients will be 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and you can do a little bit more on top. You don't have to make these level. And our final ingredient are chocolate chips. We'll turn this on slow for just a minute, just to incorporate the flour and chocolate chips. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. That is beautiful. One of our final steps for this dough will just be to bake the cookies off. I just have a little ice cream scoop here. And we're going to plop them on a tray. I think I'm only going to bake off 6 of these, that way I can freeze the rest. And yes, this dough is freezable, but I don't know, probably not going to make it longer than a week. So, pop these bad boys in the oven. We'll start off with the 12-ish minutes to begin with and see you after. So it turns out 12 minutes is the perfect amount of time for these babies. Also, I apologize for my sink full of dishes. Now, let's dig into these. They look so perfect. Hold on, I have to get a shot. I have finally finished up my brown butter chocolate chip cookies. The recipe, like always, will be in the description box below. And I'm gonna go enjoy. Thanks for watching.